See, this is exactly what we were talking about the other day, right? We're at a point where we're allowing these people to do what they want with us, okay? They're literally doing whatever they please with us. I'm talking about console creators. I'm talking about AAA studios. They're releasing lackluster content because we're willing to pay for it. And the people that say that it's okay because they'll fix it in patches, that is garbage. I don't want to be waiting 2 months for them to patch it. I don't want a day one patch. I want the game to be complete. I bought Street Fighter V. There were 8 characters. The game was essentially a $60 alpha when I first bought it. The only thing that was there was they had the dojo available, online gameplay, and then some training. And actually, the training mode wasn't even that comprehensive, like it was on Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4 was, in my opinion, was much better put together. And then you more of a full game. The training was better, like you said. The game was more fun. Street Fighter 5, the game just seems a lot slower, a lot.
People will argue with you on that point, right? But then you have companies like Ubisoft, right, creating annual Assassin's Creed, and for the love of goat, thank the Lord that they thought about putting it off for a year because they were getting worse. They were getting worse.
Well, Unity was terrible. Unity was absolutely like the dark, the game that should be thrown away. Like, that nobody really wants to talk about.
Who remembers Assassin's Creed 2? Because that game was phenomenal. That was
Brotherhood?
Assassin's Creed 2. Just the first one with Ezio. One of the best Assassin's Creed games. And then they started doing this with the garbage.
No, Brotherhood was good. Brotherhood
I count that as a DLC. It really wasn't like...
of two.
Yeah, it really wasn't its own game. Like,
actually... Black Flag was really good too, though. No,
I didn't like it. They relied too much on a boat. I don't.
Nah, it's Black Flag. They're pirates.
Of course they're gonna rely on boats. I get it, but I'm just used to the. I think they started. I think the one I liked the most. I didn't like Black Flag, but I did like the one before it, the one that took place in Boston.
Yes.
Connor, I think it was his name.
Yeah, Connor. He was the Indian.
Yeah, he was half Indian.
Yeah,
he was.
Yep.
He was Pocahontas's freaking son or something. But I enjoyed that one. I thought there was some ship stuff, but it was a nice addition, right? It was very polished. It was a nice addition to it. I think with Black Flag, I understand it's pirates. You're supposed to have boats, but I think they relied too heavily on it. Just like I feel about Arkham Knight.
I knew you were going to bring that. Yes, they relied too much on the Batmobile.
And that ruined the game. Like, they made... Like, you did all this stuff with Batman in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. You were self-sufficient. Yeah, in Arkham Origins, you were in the Batplane. But the Batplane was kind of like a fast travel, which I'm okay with. I would have been okay with some scenes. But to tell me that Batman doesn't kill anybody... If a vehicle shoots something at you from a cannon, I don't care what it is. You're dying. Like
sandbags.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People have died from headshots, from canisters, from weapons that fire underneath 15 miles an hour. Like, people die from that shit. So you can't tell me that Batman isn't a killer because you can headshot with a cannon. And the cannon, I guarantee you, does not shoot 15 miles an hour. I
shot everybody in the leg.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because you took the time.
I never ran anybody over.
Oh yeah, you didn't run over any vehicles or blow them up or blow them up with the cannon. No.
Didn't hit any buildings.
All of a sudden, Batman can't get over walls. Like, he couldn't get into the prison, so he had to use his Batmobile to jump him across. Like, no, stop, all right. And then we have people like a mutual friend of ours that thinks that this is okay. It is not. All right, and I've been a proponent of voting with your wallet. I feel that it's super important that you need to vote with your wallet. Your wallet is everything, right? These companies cannot make games if you do not buy them. I heavily encourage that people watch reviews or read reviews before these games come out. If a game on release date doesn't have at least 5 or 6 reviews from Metacritic, you should not be buying this game.
Or also pay attention for OmNi Project's review. I mean, that's actually going to be, that could be a very, very good one then, to let you know exactly what you're going to purchase.
Right. So for Switch, sell it. If you have it,
I still say
sell
give it
it.
some time.
Sell
give
it.
Some time. Give it
Make
some
your
time.
money. Make your money now. Sell it. Make your money, and then when it comes available in like August or whenever the next ones are, buy it. Right? I'm not saying don't own one. I just don't own one now. Just don't. Just don't. If you have a Wii, you still have access to this beautiful game. It is the Wii U. I apologize, but do not buy this right now. There's no reason to. If you don't have the money and you can't afford it, don't spend your dollar on this. Go put your $60 or $45 or whatever you have if you have Gamers Club for Best Buy, and get this game a little bit cheaper. Play it. It's worth it. I agree. Or even better, go buy Horizon Zero Dawn. Flat out.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No. I'm telling you. Take the $300 that you had, and if you have a PlayStation 4 and a Wii U, go buy those 2 games. You will not be disappointed.
Agreed.
Do not buy. I can't stress it enough. Please do not buy this. It is not ready for user consumption. It's not. It's not. And especially if you're not a Zelda fan, like I'm not a huge Zelda fan, but I'm enjoying my time with it because I like the art direction that this is going with. I like the idea of it.
Very Borderlands-ish, right?
Yeah, very Borderlands-ish. I like the way it looks. I mean, you can get like I'm getting a very huge anime vibe, kind of Spirited Away, kind of.
Of course.
So I'm getting kind of this vibe and Totoro and whatever. I'm getting that vibe from it. But I'm telling you, people, please, if you have one, and you haven't unboxed it, and you're on the border if you want to keep it or not, sell it. If you have the multicolor Joy-Cons console, I know it's selling for a lot more because it's a lot rarer. Sell it. Make your money up. Make your money back on it, and you make a ton more.
Actually, sell it for a profit.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying, right? Sell it for a profit. Make your money. Buy, and if you're smart enough and didn't sell your Wii U, go buy this game on Wii U. It doesn't look much different. It's 720p versus 960p. But the problem here is if you want to play it on a big TV, it's gonna lag worse for you than the Wii U version. People are like, oh, the game lags on Wii U. It's not any better on the Switch in full screen. It looks beautiful, and I actually, just before we went live today, was playing it on the tablet, and I actually got frame rate lag on the actual tablet itself. So, buyer beware, sell it for a profit, buy this game on the Wii U, get Horizon Zero Dawn if you have a PlayStation. That game is amazing. The art, oh my gosh, the art, dude. Like, the art on that game is gorgeous. We do have videos of the unboxing of Horizon Zero Dawn Collector's Edition with the intro gameplay. If you want to see what the art looks like, it is gorgeous. Like, gorgeous. The story had me running a tear. There was a pretty big scene. No, I'm dead serious. It was a pretty big scene, maybe about 3 hours in, depending on how, like, if you did the side missions and stuff. It's totally worth buying. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, with us having all this stuff, I know I started doing a gameplay playthrough of Neo. I had to drop that because Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and then the Switch. So I'm playing like 4 different games at the moment, including what's the Viking one?
Viking one.
For Honor. Yeah, and then next week we have Coast Recon Wildlands, and the week after that we have Mass Effect, and oh my gosh, dude,
March was such an expensive gamer year. It's like they just didn't want us to have money this month.
Like, dude, honestly, I spent more money on games this month than I did in November of last year. Like,
it's just crazy.
Like, and I'm gonna reiterate again, dude. Like, people, please vote with your wallets. I beg you, vote with your wallets. Make these companies pay. Don't let them make money off of you by going by yearly Call of Duties. Like, it is not worth it.
Buy games that we want, people, not just because of a habit. Or because of the fact that it's the next iteration. That's high quality.
Like, I bought it to play it. The story's good. The Call of Duty story is, for the most part, pretty good. But it's just, I can't get over the multiplayer. They've done nothing to reinvent it. I know Battlefield's, again, its other iteration, went for 1, and it did a pretty good job with it. I had fun with it. Again, it just died out for me entirely too quick. I feel like the multiplayer, the modes, the game modes, everything's still the same. It's just they brought it into a World War I vibe, which is fine, because now it changes the gunplay around and the gunpowder. So
but that's all that it changes.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the story was very dynamic and very good and very heart wrenching, because you got to see and experience. I mean,
real people.
Yeah, real people. Right. You got to experience what they experienced in World War I, and the atrocities with gas and flamethrowers, and like, there was a lot of atrocities in World War I. But they at least went back to something that we're familiar with, right? They went Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was still modern warfare type stuff, where current weapons.
It was still a good game.
Yeah, it was great. And then they released.
What was that one? Hard something?
Hardline.
Oh, good lord, that was.
Honestly, I'm gonna shock you, but I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it.
Hopefully your computer doesn't blow up.
I still have it on PC.
I'm sorry.
I enjoyed it. There were quite a bit of oddities here and there.
A couple?
Yeah, there were a couple oddities here and there about it. But but it was still decent. It was, yes, it should have been a $60 game. No. Could it have just been a Battlefield mod that you paid like an expansion? Absolutely.
$10.
No, I would pay $30 for it. It's a decent Battlefield expansion, but not $60. I was an idiot. I paid the $60, right? But this is my thing, right? A lot of these companies are starting to become smart. They're becoming very intelligent when it comes to this stuff. They're essentially, what they're doing is they're giving review copies later and later and later and later now, and most of the games that, if they don't have the copy like a week, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days ahead of time, most of those games that don't have review copies, it's never a good sign. It's never a good sign. I mean, what was that PlayStation game that came out? With the big stupid dragon dog or whatever it was.
Wait, was it for? You said it was for PlayStation?
Yeah, something friend or whatever it was called. Yeah, it was a PlayStation exclusive. It had the big dog.
Last Guardian.
Yeah, Last Guardian. Thank you. Do you like? It's a 5-hour game. It's a 5-hour game with severe camera issues, where your camera gets stuck in a cave while you have to ride along. And that stupid dog, and I've watched videos, people spend half hour.
Stupid AI?
Yes, on that dog. And it took them 12 years to develop it. if you were developing something for 12 years, wouldn't you be excited to get copies out and tested and all this stuff?
Evidently, no.
No. And that game actually came back with decent reviews. It came back with 80s or whatever. But people went on the nostalgia factor. That game had a lot of technical issues. From AI to camera to controls, and a lot of complications. But at the end of the day, right? It's a Sony product, so people that are Sony fanboys are gonna go and buy it. All right.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Order. The Order actually didn't have a review copy, and it was abysmal. Look at the reviews on Metacritic. I believe the consensus was like a 63. That game was abysmal. It was in trouble since people started seeing the screens of it. What was the next one? The stupid spaceship one. What was that one called?
Oh man, I already forgot the name. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah. The spaceship one that Sony released.
Oh man, the one that got sued?
Yeah, I forget the name.
Yeah, I forgot the name too.
Yeah,
it was definitely another horror game.
Another game that didn't get release copies, and the only reason we knew it was so bad was someone actually got a leaked copy. And when they and this is the funny thing. Go YouTube.
No Man's Sky, by the way.
Yes, No Man's Sky. Thank you. No Man's Sky. Go look at people breaking down the Promise videos. Go look at those, and the space combat, trading, center of the universe was supposed to be was the best place to go. Guess what? When you got to the center of the universe, you got pulled right back, and that was the end of the game. Apparently, it was supposed to be this huge mystical place. No. And I watched the video, and the guy lost his mind. All he was screaming was no. He spent 12 hours getting to the center of the universe as quick as he could to see what was there because it was such a mystery to get pulled back. And then the credits ran.
You know what? You know what's another thing that kills me that I've just really noticed? Remember that game that was supposed to come out for... Well, two things I want to say. One... I'm also very disappointed with Xbox for them canceling. I know I'm late on this, but for them canceling Scalebound, I had high hopes for that game. I really wanted that game to be a lot better.
Hey, I wanna say thanks to Shaprodi for joining us in the chat. I appreciate you coming by. Please hit that follow button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, OmNi Project TV. We have a lot of content on there. Thank you for dropping by. I did hit you up in the chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely, thank you. But the second thing I do want to say though as well is that as gamers, guys, is nostalgia a weakness?
Absolutely.
Let's really think about that right now. Let him say, let that roll around your mind. Is nostalgia really a weakness at this point?